guys, welcome back to the party, and in today's video I'm going to be telling y'all a story on how I snuck out to an Airbnb for 2 days at the age of 16. Now before we get into the story, I do want to let y'all know that I am 17 now and I'm about to turn 18 in 3 months. So yes y'all, I'm about to turn 18 in 3 months. I am a Taurus, okay, period. I'm an April Taurus at that. But I was 16 when I did this. Do I recommend? Yes, no, maybe so. Let's just get straight into it. And I just want to let y'all know that I have strict parents. So when I was sneaking out to go to an Airbnb, I was dealing with strict parents that would call me and try to FaceTime me and see where I'm at. But I'm gonna just be letting y'all know how I snuck away to an Airbnb to stay the night while I have strict parents. I'm just gonna be letting y'all know so y'all could take some tips. So if y'all want to sneak out and go stay the night somewhere else, y'all will get some tips from this video. All right, so let's get straight into it. So my cousin was having a birthday party. She was having a little birthday party with her and her friend. Basically they had rented an Airbnb for the weekend or whatever. So her dad already knew that she was going, and basically like when I could go with my cousin, like we can go anywhere because her dad is not strict. Like he lets my cousin do anything that she wants, so she can go anywhere she really pleases. So basically I told my parents that I was gonna go stay, you know, the weekend with my cousin at my cousin's house for the weekend. Now they just thinking that I'm going to go stay at her house for the weekend or whatever, but the whole time I'm really going to an Airbnb and I'm staying there until Sunday. So it was Friday that I had went there or whatever, right? So this is how everything went. So I packed my clothes. I was so happy because at the time I was dealing with some dude and I was going to go see him at the Airbnb as well. So basically I was going to spend the night with him. Like he was going to come see me at the Airbnb and spend the night with me while I was at the Airbnb. Now mind you, it was a couple people staying at the Airbnb. It was about like me, my cousin, her friend, her other friend, the girl boyfriend, and then that was already 5 people, and then there was like extra people coming, so it was around like probably 10 people. Okay, so yeah, the boy that I was messing with at the time was gonna come stay with me, so I was really happy and I was really trying to see him as well, and I was trying to have fun even though I'm not really a party person. So basically I packed my bag and I got everything ready, and then I went to my cousin's house. So before we went to like the Airbnb, we was waiting for like her friends to come pick us up. Like her friend dad was gonna come pick us up or whatever. This is what's so cool about my mom's side of the family. They do not care, y'all. Me and my cousin went across the street to go to my auntie and uncle house or whatever, right? That's what's so cool about it, because we was finna go smoke with them. So we went across the street, we went to go smoke with my uncle or whatever, and we went and smoked with him. So we was getting high before our trip or whatever, which really sets the vibe. So we went and got high, and then we got our stuff, and then we went into the car because her friend had came to pick us up. She was outside like probably 20 minutes after we had got done smoking. So we went outside and we went in the car. Once we got into the car, we went to Walmart so we can pick up like stuff for the Airbnb, stuff for the party or whatever. So we went and got food and all that stuff. We went and got a beatbox. We went and did all that stuff, a blow up bed and everything. So once we, you know, get to the party, he drop us off, we get our stuff, and we just chill. So now we just chilling or whatever. Now mind you, my parents don't know where I'm at right now, so they think that I'm literally at my cousin's house. So we go to the party or whatever, we there, we set our stuff up or whatever, and my cousin needed her hair done, so I'm trying to do her hair or whatever because y'all already know that a girl know how to do hair. But I didn't really put the wig on. I just did the stocking cap method and that's it, and she put the wig on herself. I just, you know, did everything else, and we just getting everything ready, trying to make everybody look cute, you know, for the party or whatever, you know, everybody, you know, get it ready. My cousin go to cooking, you know what I'm saying. Me and this boy start smoking. It was her friend boyfriend, because like everybody in the party was smoking. Like all of us was smoking weed because everybody smoked weed at the party, so everybody just smoking or whatever. They went to go get some more weed because I guess we started running low, so they went to go get some more weed. They went to go get alcohol. Yes y'all, we was having alcoholic beverages at a young age, but her friend was turning 18, although that's not a legal age to be drinking, but we were drinking anyway because we don't care. Fuck, this is Florida, we do not care about that. So we went and got some liquor. Well, they went and got some liquor. I stayed in the Airbnb. It was me, her friend, and the girl boyfriend. It was so funny, y'all, because I had smoked and I got so high off one hit because it was a fat ass blunt. So I had hit that shit one time and I was so high. But they had went and got liquor, whatever the case may be. And then that's when my parents started to call me, and that's when I started to panic because I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Because they calling me and shit, and it's like I can't answer. And mind you, the whole time that I'm at the party or whatever, we was about to get kicked out of this Airbnb, y'all. We were like blasting music. Music was loud as hell. The girl boyfriend, like, he just kept playing music. He would not stop playing music. It would be early in the morning and this nigga would be playing music. And honestly, I think it was because he was high all the time. When you smoke a lot of weed, you really like to listen to music. So he was blasting music the whole time. I could not really call my parents that much, and when they would call me, it was really hard for me to answer. But every time they would try to FaceTime me, I would go in the closet. So because like the Airbnb had like a closet, and the closet was just a nice background, and it was like a quieter like space to call my parents. So they would call me, and you know, they were FaceTiming me. I would go outside to FaceTime my parents as well. So I was trying to act like I was taking a walk and shit, because y'all, it was so loud, and it was just so like, it was giving me an anxiety attack, because they just kept calling me, and I was just so irritated because they was really trying to figure out where I was at. So I would call them, they would try to talk to me, and I would try to act like I'm still at her house, but they knew something was up. Like, they just ended up just not calling me anymore because I just stopped answering the phone for them. You know, my mom was so worried about me. She was like, have you ate, da da da, are you okay, da da da. Girl, I'm over here in the bed high as hell. So mind you, I'm in the bed, I'm high as fuck. You know, we eat, we take shots, we do all of that. And then, you know, mind you, like I said, this is an Airbnb, so it's like a 2-bed Airbnb. You got a bed on the floor, and then you got a bed up top, and then you have a couch, and then we have a blow-up bed that we got from Walmart or whatever, right? So I ended up like, it was around like 12 o'clock at night. The boy that I was dealing with at the time, he had ended up pulling up on me. So he had ended up coming or whatever. So he spent the night with me. We was chilling or whatever. We went to sleep together, whatever. And I had a good time. Like, I was really happy, you know, because I got to spend time with him or whatever. I wasn't even worried about my parents, you know what I'm saying? I was really happy. I was like, oh my God, I'm lit, like, turn up, bitch, you know what I'm saying? And then he ended up leaving, but then my parents would call me again. And it was just really hard. Like, it was really hard to, like, enjoy my trip at the Airbnb, because it's like my parents would just keep calling me and keep calling me and keep calling me, you know? When you sneak out to go do something, it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a blast, but at the same time, it can be, you know, like, scary as hell, because, like, you got strict parents that are just, like, really worried about you, that keep calling your phone, trying to see where you at, and da da da. And you know, if you have anxiety, like, it can really get, you know, scary, because you're like, oh my God, what if my parents pull up on me? Because my parents are the type of parents that will try to find me and see where I'm at, and that is really why I was scared as fuck. It was like around the next day, I think. I remember it was the next day. It was all cool and all until the afternoon, and that's when they called me again, and that's when I had went outside to go talk to them, and that's when they thought like I was doing something. And y'all, it was all around scary as hell. The whole trip was scary as fuck. And let me get to like the end of the trip. So basically, when it was like the next day that we were staying at the Airbnb, we weren't leaving that night, we were leaving the day after. So like I said, my cousin's friend's boyfriend was blasting music this whole entire time that we was at this party or whatever, right? And let me tell y'all, he was blasting music really loud. Like I said, we had got a beatbox from the store, and he was blasting it so loud. He would blast it on TV, he would blast it on the beatbox, and it was just so much noise going on. So mind you, this Airbnb is not allowed to have more than 6 people. Mind you, it was at least 10 people in the Airbnb. It wasn't a huge ass party, but it was more than 6 people. Mind you, you're not supposed to have that many, because COVID's going around and the people don't want that to happen or whatever, right? So they were trying to kick us out late night, you guys. Now this is where it gets scary as fuck, y'all. So my cousin had just cooked spaghetti, we all eating good as fuck, and then out of nowhere, you know, the people knock on the door and we're about to get kicked out. This is what was actually really scary about the trip. So they was, you know, knocking on the door, da da da. They was basically saying, y'all gotta go, y'all not supposed to be here, because first of all, y'all got more than 6 people in this little, you know, Airbnb, and y'all blasting music. We have been getting complaints, and we can see on the camera that y'all been walking in and out of this Airbnb. So they was trying to kick us out or whatever, y'all. So we was packing all our shit, we was finna go, you know what I'm saying? Everybody mad, so we go to spraying perfume, because mind y'all, we are smoking this place out. Everybody in this Airbnb is smoking hella gas. Like, y'all, this is Florida, and y'all know how Florida parties go, y'all know how Airbnbs go. We smoke a lot of weed, we drink a lot of alcohol. That's how it get down. Now see me, I don't drink like that, but I do smoke too. And back then I wasn't like a really heavy smoker like how I am now. I smoke way more than I did back then. But everybody in the Airbnb was just smoking. The whole damn Airbnb was smell like weed. We go to spraying perfume, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Everything was just crazy. And we was supposed to leave, and we was trying to find a ride. We was trying to find how we was gonna get home. Nobody was trying to get us, so we ended up staying the night, knowing that we had to leave. We ended up still staying there. We was supposed to get kicked out, and we was supposed to leave. But I think this is what happened. I think the way we stayed there is one of my cousin's friends had went and talked to the guy and was, trying to talk to him, be professional and be like, I'm so sorry, sir, we won't do it again, da da da. And I think that's the way we were able to stay, because if it wasn't for her, y'all, we would have been getting kicked out. So we had ended up leaving the next morning, and when we left the next morning, my cousin's dad came to get us. It was food already cooked, so when we got back, it was food already there. We was eating, and then we took a nap. Well, my cousin took a nap. I was on my phone. Well, I think I took a nap for probably like 20 minutes, because I didn't get no sleep at that party. Like, it was really hard for me to sleep, because mind you, I was sleeping on an airbed, and then I was worried as hell because my parents just kept calling me. My advice to y'all, like, if y'all are gonna sneak out to an Airbnb party, you really just have to be smart. And if you're like hosting the Airbnb party, since, like, let me just be real, if you're gonna like host an Airbnb party, like, say you want a party for your 18th birthday or something, please be aware that these people are strict. Don't be bringing all kinds of people, and if you are, please be discreet with it. And if y'all gonna smoke and y'all gonna drink and y'all gonna blast music, don't be blasting it too loud, because you can get kicked out. Like, the police will be called. People will call the police. That happens when you have Airbnbs and shit like that. And if you're gonna smoke, y'all, this is just my opinion, if you're gonna smoke weed in these places, y'all need to be bringing these like little air fresheners, the plug-in air fresheners. There's always an outlet at an Airbnb. Get one of those, turn it on the highest setting, and make sure the air freshener is air freshening, because girl, when them people open that door and they smell weed, and then the police come, that's your ass. And you want to have an air freshener, candles, perfume. Bring all of that if you're gonna be smoking at these trips or whatever, because child, these people be really strict, especially if you do it in a white area. I'm sorry if I'm like sounding racist right now, but when you do things in like bougier areas, they don't play about that. Like, if you do it in the hood, it might be okay, it might be, but if you're doing it like at like a more bougier setting, like Caucasian, bougie. Now, before y'all try to fucking cancel me when I said white, because most people like that stay in these bougie ass areas, like, it's basically like stereotype. Like, when you go to a bougie fancy ass neighborhood, you only see like rich white people, and then when you go to the hood, you see black people. But I'm not saying like, oh, you can't be black and live in a rich area, because it's plenty of rich black people. So don't think like, oh, black people don't stay in rich areas, because it's just stereotyped to think, when you go to these bougie ass places, it's just Caucasian. You get what I'm saying? So please don't take it the wrong way, because I ain't got time for that, because there is rich black women, rich black men, and they stay in these bougie ass areas, and props to them, shout out to them. And the hood don't only have black people either. They do have, Spanish and white. So don't, twist my motherfucking words, because what y'all not gonna do is cancel me, okay? They might have a problem with that, you know what I'm saying, and they might take you to jail because it smell like weed, and they already know that y'all been smoking in the Airbnb. But all in all, y'all, when I went on this trip, I was very, very nervous. I was scared. Like, the first half of me being at the trip, I was straight because I was high, and then like the rest, I was just nervous because I was not high. Like, I was sober. Like, I was scared because my parents just kept calling me, and it was just hell on earth. But moral of the story is, the way I snuck out to go to a party is, bitch, I told my parents I was going to my cousin's house, and they thought I was at my cousin's house, but bitch, I wasn't at my cousin's house. I was at an Airbnb, period. Be smart about, where y'all are gonna go. I feel like 16 is a good age to start experiencing going out to parties like that. I mean, I've been to parties when I was 14, but that is like a real legitimate party, like where you drink and you have alcohol. I know you're not supposed to have alcohol at that age, but let's just be real. People experience things young, and it's not a joke, and it's not nothing to hide. People act like teenagers don't do this kind of thing. Like, teenagers do everything. Teenagers try a lot of shit. So you're bound to do that kind of stuff when you turn 16 and 15 and 17. But yeah, y'all, I was so young. I did not know what was going on, but it was a fun experience. It was also kind of a scary experience, but it was fun, and I didn't get caught. So But my parents were suspicious and they did think that I was somewhere that I wasn't. So yeah, I will say that. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and get me to 2,000 subscribers. I hope this helped y'all if y'all were trying to sneak out to a party or whatever. This is basically my way of, you know, sneaking out and how I did it in my experience. I love y'all. Bye, Barbiana.